A vampire? Ladies and gentlemen, if you see a vampire or anything that looks like that, saying to invite you in their house, do not do it. I think I'm gonna run for my life now. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are going to look at the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Absorbing Man series, Morbius, the vampire. So here we are, and there he is. And first as almost, we'll take a quick look at his packaging. So here it is. It says Spider-Man, Villains of the Night. Got Marvel Legends up there. Spider-Man logo right there. It says Build-A-Figure Absorbing Man right there on the corner. On this side, you have a picture of Morbius looking very scary, of course, with his teeth and his claws. I don't think you ran into this guy at night. And on the other side, you have a picture of, I think he's called Jack-O-Lantern. And on the back of the packaging, you have a picture of Morbius with Jack-O-Lantern here. And there's a bio about it. It says, these nightmarish villains torment the innocent and fight to take down Spider-Man. And on the bottom, it shows all the figures in this wave that used to make Absorbing Man here. And I really want to get Spider-Gwen. I already got this version of Spider-Man here. I tried to get Spider-Gwen earlier this week, but the Walmart I went to apparently doesn't have it. And on the bottom it shows all the boring stuff. So that's it for the packaging. And one thing that I noticed that I bet no one else noticed about the packaging is that the inside almost looks like snake skin, if you can see that. I don't know why they did that, but I just thought I'd point that out. So anyways, let's take a look at Morbius. So I've never heard of this character before, so I did my little research, and Morbius is the scientist who turns out to be a vampire. Ooh! Spider-Man fights vampires now. First Green Goblin, and now a vampire. Can this world get... Can these superheroes fight any more bad guys that are actual monsters from myths and legends? Goodness. So Morbius does look pretty good. You can see his eyes in there. Morbius does have a nice look to him. They sort of painted his skin a white color to show him that he's a pale. His skin is pale because he's a vampire, of course. And he comes with different accessories. Of course, 2 arms for Absorbing Man. 1 arm has absorbed wood from a tree or maybe a piece of bark or whatever. And the other arm looks like it's absorbed concrete. And one of his cool accessories is another cape. Right now he has a more calm looking cape on, but you can switch it out for this cape that makes him look like he's flying. All you have to do is remove this cape, which is pretty easy. And there's a little port there, and it's got the port right here. You can just plug that in, and now he has his other wings on. And the cool trick is you move his arms up, and now he's flying into the night after his victims. So this wing is pretty useful for any stop motions if you guys do that type of thing. So this figure is pretty awesome. Let's get close on some of the details. He's pretty muscular, as you can see here, for being a vampire. Because if you're a vampire, you expect him to be a little skinny because of his lack of blood. But vampires are also really tough, you know. So I guess it makes sense to give him abs. And I think he has a six-pack. I can't tell. But they give his suit a nice metallic look, making it look like it's made out of, what was that material called? Spandex, yeah. Making him look like he's wearing a spandex suit. And I thought they sculpted the collar thing here in, but they actually, like, cut a line around the toy, put the cape in there, and glued it. And they added nice details on his face, giving him some wrinkles to make him to mimic an angry look. Nice paint around the eyes with the black, like the paint in the mouth. Looks pretty good. And I like how they gave him the bat ears. And they made the hair look real. Well, not really real, but almost looks real. And I think these hands are used from some other Marvel Legend toy. They just added wrinkles on it to make it look like an actual hand. And they painted the nails black. And they gave him a red belt. And the back of the cape is red, and the other side is actually this side's black, and this other side's red. So it's pretty cool. And they did the same thing with the flying cape. So, articulation-wise, so his head's on a ball joint, so he can look up, down that much. He can barely look up because of the hair and the color, of course. But he has an ab crunch that goes forward that much, can go back that much with the cape still on. He has the ball hinge that moves out very good. Goes down that much. And of course he has the double jointed elbow. And this side sort of dented downward a little bit. I'm sure I can fix it with just a warm hair dryer. Just hold it there for a minute and let it cool down. Anyways, his wrists can rotate. They can hinge up that much, hinge down that much. He has a twist right here at his waist. He can spread his legs out that much. I wish they'd go out a little bit further, but no. His legs can move up that much, move back a little bit. He has a rotation near his waist. And he's got the classic double jointed knees. And he has a rotation in his calf over here. Pretty cool. And this side sort of isn't really connected right, if you can tell. But anyways, his ankles can move up that much, go down that much. And he's got the classic ankle pivot. And I'm okay with this articulation. Even though some of it's limited, I can deal with it. So size comparisons. First, let's compare him to our classic friend, Dark of the Moon Optimus. He dropped. And let's compare him to what we reviewed recently, Bone Bash Roller Brawl. And here he is compared to Cliff Jumper. I'd say he's about close to his shoulder here. And, of course, here he is compared to your favorite person in the world, me. Huh. It looks like we're almost close to the same height. Almost. Huh, almost close to the same height. That's a first, buddy. Hey, what you did? Hey, no. Stay back. Oh my gosh, help me, dude, help me, So now that we got that out of the way, my final thoughts. Should you get Morbius? Of course, because this Morbius figure is awesome looking. And if you also want these other arms for Absorbing Man, then you should totally get it. Now I got another pair of arms for Absorbing Man. I'll be right back for a second. Here are the other hands I got from Absorbing Man. A relaxed hand that hasn't absorbed anything, and this hand that looks like it's absorbed metal. I'm sure you know that those arms both came with this Spider-Man toy that I haven't reviewed yet. And I threw away his packaging because I didn't think I'd ever review it. But if you would like me to review him, just comment down below. I think that's pretty much all there is to say, ladies and gentlemen. So there is the Marvel Legends Absorbing Man Build-A-Figure Morbius. And as the cool guy saying, no matter how old or young all of you fine ladies and gentlemen are, you get to buy toys like this weird creep here, because you have the rights. Now this is the cool guy, signing off. Oh, no, wait, I gotta do it with one of these hands. And an interesting story, I got Bone Bash Roller Brawl, that Doom Buggy, and Morbius here on the same day when I was out on errands, of course. But the funny thing is, I did get both of them on the same day, they just both came from different stores. Roller Brawl and the Doom Buggy both came from Best Buy. I got Morbius here from Walmart. Which is where I also got that Spider-Man figure I mentioned earlier. So, you've had quite the week recently, dude. First you meet Spider-Man, then you get attacked by some of the villains. And then you get bitten by that weird symbiote Venom guy. Huh. And I believe you were attacked by, who was it? Spider-Girl? Spider-Woman, you fool. Yeah, it was still funny. I'll show you funny, you rotten little ding dong. Now who is that at the door? I'll go get it, Captain Lazy. Oh, why thank you very much, my good sir. Okay, we don't want to buy anything, buddy. So, I was wondering if I could come into your house. And what for? Because I am a vampire. And vampires cannot enter a person's home unless you invite them in. Hell, I've heard that story. And what are you gonna do when we invite you in? So my number one goal is to basically drive you insane and kill you. Hey Blacktop, it's for you. Really? Well, come on in! You're welcome, my fine vampire sir. Try not to drive him too insane. I think I can make that happen. This ought to teach him for messing with me.